Welcome to the E.W.S Orion data portal. My name is Aaron and I'm Envirotech at E.W.S. In this video, I'm going to run you through setting up your own customizable dashboards on Orion. Dashboards in Orion are a custom landing page that you can create and display multiple sites and sensor data in one place. These dashboards can then be used to make quick observations on data that matters to you and your project operations. Create a new dashboard, click on the icon at the top left and navigate to Dashboards, add a new dashboard. You can name the dashboard in the text box, add a new tile, change the desired date range and save the dashboard using the icons at the top of the screen. Let's start by clicking Add Tile. We can then resize the tile to our desired size by grabbing the sides. Then click Edit Tile to bring up the tile editing options. To start, we're going to make a basic line graph using the test radar setup. We can change the name of the tile at the top, keep the graph style as line graph, then open up the series options and search for our desired device. We can then select the sensor we want to show the data for, and the graph will auto appear on our tile. We can also restrict the amount of data shown by changing the custom relative date range to the last 3 days. Let's edit the name so it reflects the last change. We can now exit the tile settings and view our graph. It is good practice to save the dashboard every so often. To do this, click Save. This also helps refresh graphs after making changes. To continue editing, click on Edit Dashboard. This time I'll show off a graph with multiple sensors on a single graph. So we'll add a new tile and stretch it to fit the area that we want. This time we'll do a level versus rainfall comparison, showing two sensor types on a single graph. First we'll add the name. We can keep the same graph type of line, and then in the Series tab we'll add two sites, Fortescue River and Newman Airport. Add a new series, and we'll grab the water level from Fortescue River. Add another series, and we'll grab the rainfall from Newman Airport. Here we can see two line graphs on the same graph, one for rainfall, one for level. By changing the graph type to combo graph, we can then change the rainfall series to a bar graph, giving us a little more flexibility in how our graphs are displayed. Windroses are a popular way to show wind speed and direction and are super simple to set up. Add a tile, change its name, choose windrose as your graph type, then in the series options add your site, then add the wind speed and directions. Yet again we'll save our dashboard and our windrose will display. Let's say we want a list of average temperatures for various sites. Let's add a new tile, add a name, then select Sensor Statistics as our graph type. We'll add our various weather station devices, then add a series using the temperature sensor. By changing the type from latest to average, we'll get the average temperatures in the dashboard date range. We can continue to add the rest of the temperatures and changing the type of series to average. As before, we can set this to limit the average to the last 7 days. By turning on the custom relative date range and setting this to 7. We can then rename the tile to reflect this change also. The last graph type I'll show you in this video is a gauge. As before, add a new tile and give it a name. I'll select gauge as my graph style, and as I'm using this weather station's temperature in the gauge options, I'll set the upper limit to 60 and the lower to 0. Add the device and the sensor channel. Our dashboard is now looking pretty full. We can then drag the tiles around and resize them as we feel fit and hit Save Dashboard to keep our changes. I hope you enjoyed this brief overview of Orion's dashboards. Feel free to create your own dashboard and explore the options available to you, as this feature can give you quick insights into data that you regularly access. As always, check back in with the E.W.S YouTube channel for more information and ways to interact with our products.